everyone, Jeri Bellini here from Recycle Parts for Art. Welcome to Learn at the Little House, and today's video is a shop update. Yeah, I haven't made one of these in a while, and there is a lot of noise going on in the background, so please forgive that. But the first thing in the lineup is this grouping of art books, and you can see by the cover being very similar that they are all from this international correspondence school from Scranton, Pennsylvania, and they are part of a series. So I am going to sell them as a grouping. There's 8 books here, and I'm just going to quickly go through some of them and show you what they have to offer. They're from the late 1940s, early 50s. This one is pencil, charcoal, and crayon. Wash and gouache, light and shade, and this is drawing and I guess drawing shadows to get perspective. Really interesting. Heads, hands, and feet. So this one is showing you how to draw heads, hands, and feet. Animal drawing, pen, brush, and ink. And this one's really interesting, showing you how to use dip pens and how to make different marks with the dip pens, etc. And paintbrush also is on here. This is the male figure and the female figure, so how to draw both of those things. So as I said, there's 8 in all, and I am going to sell them as a set. All right, the next item is this cute little Weave Easy hand loom, and it's still in the original box. The box is a little boogered up, but I think it's in pretty good condition. And the loom itself, so let me just show you the box. Not too bad. And the loom itself is really cute. There is also a how-to use your Weave Easy hand loom instruction booklet in here, and there's 28 pages full of instructions. And the loom itself, this was on the loom originally, and I'm not going to take it off. I'm going to leave it on. But and this needle was in there as well. But you push on that, and when you push on that, it pops. Let's see if I can do this. It pops the, what would you call that? The upper layer up, so that you can just put your needle down through the warp and weft, I guess. I don't know. I don't have the technical terms, the technical vocabulary for this, but it's really cute. So when you push it down, it all flattens out, and then you can just push everything down. But it's really cute. And you see the project on there already? And it's a nice sturdy old plastic, and it says Weave Easy Hand Loom on the side. So you will see that in the Etsy shop. I thought this book was really cool. It's a lettering book, and it's from 1958. Yep, 1958. And it not only has, and it's got a plastic comb binding for the edge, so that means that it lays flat when you're working on it. And it's got some really interesting, I'm going to just kind of fluff through here, some really interesting lettering ideas and diagrams. So you can actually use this as a means to learn lettering. This is really interesting. Or you could cut it up and use it for ephemera in an art journal. So I thought this was pretty cool. And let me let you get a good view here of what is in here. Yeah, I thought this was really interesting. An approach to calligraphy. Play with pens, quills, and sticks. And yeah. All right, there are, 80 pages. And I have found several lettering books, and I can't keep them all. So this one's going to be in the Etsy shop. The next item or items are tintypes. And if you're not familiar with tintypes, they're very old photographs, vintage photographs. They could be from the 1700s on up, 1800s or whatnot. And they are processed, let's say, on a piece of metal. So you hear that? That's metal. And they are pretty amazing. And so I have a nice pile of them. And I am likely going to sell them, a few of them, in one listing. And I will go through and make a selection, and you'll see them in the Etsy shop. This is one of my most favorite things, and I have it upside down. My most favorite things, it is a corset. And this is the outside of it, and you're not going to be able to see the whole thing on the screen, but so I'll show you half at a time. All right, so it has snaps, so it goes like this. This is the inside part. So this is the inside. So it has snaps, and it has these little hook and eye things too. And then this is not elastic. This is some kind of a fiber tape thing to hold everything in place, with clips that are attached to these laces. And I find these corsets fascinating. Okay, so before we get too involved, I want to tell you that I measured it. So I laid it out like this, and I measured from this edge all the way to this edge, and I got 37 inches. There is no writing in it. There's no name in it. I do know they're old. I have seen them before, and I'm guessing they're from the 30s or 40s, but I'm only guessing. And they're in the back. Let me just show you the back. These are metal stays in there. Okay, and maybe this isn't the back. I don't really honestly know how they were worn. I know that this part went under the armpit, and that's all I know. I am interested in these. I have a few of these, and I was willing to part with one, and I thought I'll sell this one. I was thinking that to cut these apart, okay, and use them in assemblage art or altered books, some kind of mixed media. And I thought this particular area here where all the lacing is would be awesome. All right, this is a really fun, I'm going to call it a journal. People used it in offices, bookkeepers and whatnot. And there's ledger paper in here, and I'm going to leave that in there. And I couldn't tell you how many sheets are in there, but you can see there's a bunch of sheets. But the thing that I really love about this journal is it's got a metal edge, and you can see that's about 1.5 inches high, and so that means you can actually stack at least 1 inch worth of paper in here. That's a lot of paper. And so I thought, you know, it would be great for art journaling papers. Now, the way this works, when you push this button towards the top, it releases the mechanism in there, and so then you can just pick this up, okay, and take it off. And so then you just, you know, pop a hole in your paper, or this paper already has holes in it, and then you can just, you know, put it right on top. So I thought it would be a really neat way, alternative way to house your single page journal spreads, or whatever, you know. You could do your art right on these ledger papers too. So now it just goes right back on, and to lock it in place you just go like that, and so now it's locked. It's not going to come apart. It's very, very sturdy, and you can see it can sit open like that. Oh wow, the banging's really getting loud. It can sit open like that, and you could have your artwork displayed. Let's see, I don't know if you're going to see it. Okay, so you could have your artwork displayed in there, and you could just leave it open like that on a table. And can you see how thick the cardboard is? It's very, very thick. I would say that's a good 1/4 of an inch. So let's measure the journal, and I'm going to measure it from the edge of the metal all the way over is 13 inches, because the paper goes in that far. So that's 13 inches by 9 3/4, and the actual, let's say, book board is 11 1/2. So this is 11 1/2, and this is a seriously cool item. All right, are these cool or what? These are keys, and someone actually made them, and I couldn't tell you anything more about them other than here they are, and they are seriously, seriously cool. They are very big, and let's measure one. So they are 4 3/4 inches long, this way, from the top to this point here, and they span at least, well, it looks like 2 3/8 wide. And I just thought they were cool as all get out, and they would be awesome in some kind of assemblage art project. All right, here we are with this beautiful ledger, and I'll start by showing you the outside, which is got some character flaws, I'll tell you that much right now. So you can see up at the top and then again at the bottom. Yes, they're still hammering on the roof. But the cover itself is nice and sturdy. And let's look at the inside. Let's look at the back first. All right, so there's a little stain there. And let's measure it. It is 15 inches long, wow, by a little over 6 inches. I'm going to say 6 1/4 inches wide. And wait till you see the inside, because that's my favorite part. All right, here's this. This looks like the first page. Yep, this is the first page. So that's page 1, and you can see it came out of the book, and you can see the spine, it's a little disconnected from the paper. But look at this beautiful writing. Oh my gosh. So there's lots of writing. Let me zoom in a little bit. You won't be able to see the whole book, but you'll be able to see more of the writing. And I'm all the way at the back. There are 300 pages. And it is pencil, but look at it. It is all writing. Isn't it amazing? Oh my gosh. I think it's amazing. Okay. So, and it is from 1927. Yeah, so it's really, really old. I just love things like this. So the next item is this book, Barnes Remington Instructor Special Edition. And it is a special typewriting instructor book. And it is from 1899. Yeah, this one is really amazing. The paper is just beautiful, the color of the paper. Isn't it gorgeous? So it's got some really interesting forms. And let's just take that out for a minute. And this almost looks, it almost looks like, it does look like typed words. Can you see that? Typed words. And how to become expert in typewriting, and I guess you would prop the book up in front of you and you would type out this. And it's really cool. Withdrawals from elevators, whatever that means. Wheat, corn, and oats. So it's really interesting. And they used the Hamilton Brown Shoe Company as an example here. Commercial correspondence, legal forms, office hints, etc. So this is a really, really beautiful book, and it has, I'll tell you how many pages. It has 88 pages. Well, 89. 90. Oh, and it does look like there might be, the last page might have gotten ripped out. You see that right there? But it's a beautiful book. All right. All right, I want to thank you for putting up with all the noise, and I hope everyone has a blessed day full of love and recycled art. And I will hopefully get back on track with my shop updates. I have a ton of things that Brian and I have been out gathering, hunting and gathering. And we'll see you again really soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.